Let us move on to the types of catalysts or types of catalysis. There are three types: homogeneous catalysis, heterogeneous catalysis and autocatalysis. So, homogeneous catalysis means, the name only suggests that homo means same. Here in the reaction, the reactants and the catalyst are in the same phase. They can be either in solid-solid, liquid-liquid and in a gaseous state. Now, let us move on to the next one. Heterogeneous catalysis. In heterogeneous catalysis, the reactants and the catalyst are in two different phases. That can be solid gas, gas liquid or liquid solid. It can be like that. And the last one is autocatalysis. It is a catalyst in which the product of the reaction acts as the catalyst, which is known as autocatalysis. So, let us name them. Types of catalysis. First one, homogeneous catalysis. Second one, heterogeneous catalysis. Third one, autocatalysis. I will be discussing about the examples in the later part. Now, let us understand what do you mean by selectivity of a catalyst. There are catalysts which directs a reaction towards a particular product. Okay, they are known as selectivity of a catalyst. Selectivity of catalyst. Let us consider two examples and see how a catalyst can direct the reactant into two different products. I will be taking the starting substrate as the aldehyde. It is CO plus H2 in the presence of a catalyst, copper and little bit of heating yields formaldehyde. Then when we choose again the same reactants, CO plus 3H2, when we change the catalyst, nickel and little bit of heating, it gives methane plus water. In this we can realize that though the reactants are same, in the presence of a catalyst it yields two different products, and hence we know that catalysts are selective in their action. Now, let us discuss about some of the important industrial processes which includes different catalysts. Already you would have studied about these catalysts and the reaction in the chapter P block elements in detail. So, I will be focusing only on the key step reaction which includes the catalyst and the reactants. And here apart from this also I will be discussing about to which category the catalyst and the reactants belonging to, for example, whether it is homogeneous or heterogeneous. For example, the first catalytic reaction is in the manufacture of Haber's process. So, Haber process is used to manufacture ammonia, and the step reaction involved is Haber's process, the first one. So, the reaction is N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. Here iron acts as the catalyst and molybdenum acts as the promoter. Apart from this, other details are dealt in the P block chapter. Now let us consider one more example. This example is nothing but a step which is involved in the manufacture of nitric acid by Ostwald process. So the second reaction is Ostwald's process in the manufacture of nitric acid. The reaction is between the oxygen and the ammonia in the presence of a catalyst rhodium or platinum to give nitric acid. This takes place in 3 steps. I will be focusing only on the main step which involves the catalyst. The main reaction is 4NH3 plus 5O2 in the presence of platinum or rhodium as the catalyst. It yields 4NO plus 6 water. Moving on to the final important manufacturing process is the contact process. The contact process involves the manufacture of sulfuric acid. Again, this process also involves 3 steps, but we will be focusing on the key step of the reaction, that is nothing but contact process, which is used for the manufacturing of sulfuric acid. And the key step is sulfur dioxide reacts with the excess of oxygen, forming sulfur dioxide in the presence of a catalyst vanadium pentoxide. That is 2SO2 plus O2 gives 2SO3 in the presence of a catalyst vanadium pentoxide. All these are the examples of heterogeneous catalysis because the catalyst and the reactant are in 2 different phases. But when we look at this reaction, if we replace the vanadium pentoxide with nitric oxide, that is NO, then the reaction becomes the best example of homogeneous catalysis. And here ends the topic of catalysis. So in the next session, we will be learning about the colloids, which is the last part of the surface chemistry.
Dear friends, ನೀವು ದೀವಿಗೆ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಹೇಳಿ, ಇದೇ ಥರ 100 ವಿಡಿಯೋಸನ್ನು ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿ.